Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to set up my debt snowball spread for the month of June. I am really excited to show you guys how much I was able to put as an extra debt payment towards my student loans. If you guys are not familiar with my debt-free journey, then you guys don't know this, but in the beginning of the year, I believe in January, I made my last credit card payment and I am now credit card debt-free. Since then, I've moved on to paying off my student loans. And I'm sure once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and then include my car in the mix, because I know a lot of you guys are always curious if I'm going to be adding my car into my debt snowball. But as of now, I do just want to focus on what it is that I'm tackling right now, which are my student loans. Also, if I were to add my car, I would probably feel a little bit discouraged just because the amount would go up by a lot more. And I'm all about the instant gratification, which is one of the reasons why I went ahead and chose the debt snowball method as the debt paying method for my credit card, student loans, and so on and so forth. So for today, I'm going to be using these stickers from my shop. Well, these I made for myself, but these two are currently in my shop. I believe they will come down once I release September kits, so make sure you snag these. You don't necessarily have to use it for the month of June, because as you guys can see, these don't really say June anywhere. But I'm going to be using my floral washi kit and the dead snowball kit that goes along with that colorway. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to grab my whiteout to white this hexagon out and we'll be ready to go. So let me quickly just white this out and start with the washi. This is probably going to be the last spread. Yeah, this is the last spread that I'll be setting up in this planner. I am moving to my new planner for the month of July. As of now, the time that I'm filming this, I'm still not 100% sure which planner system I'll be using, but it really shouldn't matter because I do have like the mock spread for it already all done, and so now I just have to bring that mock spread over with some stickers, which you guys know that I love to do. So this is how the debt snowball header is going to look. So I'm going to list all of my debts, my balances, APRs, minimum payment and additional payment. For my student loans, they're all combined as to their minimum payment, but they do all have different APRs. Of course, as of now, I'm not being charged APR since they are federal student loans. So that's really the only good thing about everything that's going on right now, that my student loans are at a 0% interest rate. So then I'm going to go ahead and write down student loans right here. And then I will just write all of my loans. So I did pay off loan A a couple of months ago, so now I'm moving on to paying off loan B. We still, of course, have loan C, all the way to loan F. In a second, I'll let you guys know how much it is that I've paid off of loan B. So for the balance, they all have different ones. I'm just going to make a dash here, and I might as well just put 0% for all of these. Off the bat. Okay, so 0%, and then the minimum payment for all of my student loans is $30.77, and then there was no additional payment made for all of the loans, but rather just one of the loans. So with the debt snowball method, if you guys are still not familiar with it, I pay off the debt with the least balance amount. So then the minimum is going to be for all of these. So let me just make a little arrow here, and then let's go ahead and start with the balances. So the balance for loan B as of today, after my extra debt payment, is a total of $683.93. So I was able to make an extra debt payment of $600, which is a little bit less than what I had set the goal for this month, and the reason being is because I wanted to make sure to pay off loan B by next month, the month of July. And if we take into consideration like the minimum payment and the extra amount that I would have to put towards loan B, I thought that it would be okay for me to just put $600 instead of the $710 that I had set as a goal for myself. And the reason being is because I don't really take into consideration the minimum payment when I'm doing these. So in reality, I did pay more than the $710, but that's kind of how I made it work for this month. And then for the rest of the loans, they all will remain the same as last month, specifically because once again there is no interest being charged on these. So for loan C, I still owe $2,489.73. For loan D, I owe $3,408.56. Loan E, I owe $3,108.59. And last but not least, for loan F, I owe $5,274.47. And then there was no additional payments for the rest of the loan, so those will just get a dash. And then now I can go ahead and get a total for that balance for all of my student loans. So this isn't getting a total. The minimum total is just $130.77, and the additional payment was, like I mentioned, $600. So I'm really happy that I'm still sticking with paying loan B by next month, and that's kind of why I love to set a plan for myself. Now for today, I will be going more in depth as to how much money I plan on paying for the last 6 months of the year. So this is going to be a very, very interesting video. But now before I get to my debt payoff plan for the rest of the year, I'm going to go ahead and add up all of my balances. So we have $683.93, $24.89.73, $34.08.56, $34.08.59, and $52.74.47. So in total, I still owe $15,265.28 towards my student loans, which definitely is still a steep amount for me, but I do not expect myself to, from one day to the other, have the extra money to pay off all of my student loans. This is why I like to have a plan in my budget planner, a realistic plan at that. So I'm happy that the number is going down. Do I wish that the number will be able to go down a lot faster? Yes, of course. But there's just so much that I can do with the time and the money that I have. So now I'm going to go ahead and set up my debt payoff plan right there, and let me get some stickers to signify the different months. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use some flags to signify the different months. So for June, we have this green one. I think I'm only going to be able to fit June through November, which is completely fine. And of course, I am, setting up goals for up to the month of November. But just keep in mind that I really don't like to pretend like these goals are set in stone, because they're so far in advance that anything really could happen. I could, let's say my shop could earn more money that I could put towards debt. My shop can earn less money that I could put towards debt. So it really just depends on what is going on, how sales go in my shop, because as you guys know, I do use my shop's income to make extra debt payments aside from like the paycheck that it pays me monthly. So let me go ahead and see if these flags will look. So this is going to be July, August. So I think it might be a little bit too close. Okay, so I have my first 3 months here. Of course, let's go ahead and start with June. For this month, I was able to make an extra debt payment of $600, and those $600 did go towards loan B. So that's how it's going to look. Then for July, I am setting a goal of around $700. So then that way, I am able to pay off loan B, which will be very, very exciting for me. So those $700 are going to go towards paying off loan B. Perfect. Then for August, I am setting a debt payment goal of $850. And those are going to now go straight to loan C, because loan B should be paid off by then. So let's put the $850 will go towards loan C. Then the next 3 months, we have September, October, and November, and that's where we're going to stop. Okay, so let's see. Put September here, October here, and November there. Okay, so for September, as of now, I am setting an extra debt payment goal of $1,000 in September. I definitely want to increase the amount that I'm putting towards my loans at this time, just because I feel like I will be good with the amount saved for my moving out savings fund that I have. So hopefully I'm able to put a little bit more money towards the next couple of months. So I'm going to start saying that I want to put $1,000 towards my debt in September, and those are going to go, of course, straight to loan C, since that is the next goal up. Then for October, I am only going to be doing $800 as of now. This is kind of far in advance now, and I honestly would have to see how the months prior to these months have gone, but just so you guys get an idea of how you can set up your own debt payoff plan. So I'm putting here that $600 of those $800 are going to go towards paying off loan C, which is very, very exciting. And then the rest of that money, so the $200, is going to go towards my next loan, which is loan D. And then last but not least, for November, I am setting an extra debt payment goal of $900. And those, of course, will be going towards loan D. So that is how my debt payoff plan is looking for most of the rest of the year. I only, of course, need December, but you guys will see all of that debt payoff plan in the month of July. So make sure you stay tuned to see how it is that I go about following my debt payoff plan. Like I've mentioned, this whole spread has definitely not only helped me, but encouraged me and kept me really accountable for making those extra debt payments and paying off my credit card debt and now my student loan debt. So thank you guys so much for watching. That is basically going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please do not forget to give this a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!